Spartan 2024.
Ready!
We're back at the Spartan this year doing the 5K sprint. We'll be trekking up the ski hill and doing 20 obstacles along the way. If you're not familiar with the Spartan, it's an obstacle course race that truly tests your physical fitness levels. I know I'm your beginner coach, but I like to keep my strength and stamina in check. This is a good way for me to gauge every year. And plus, as coaches, we gotta walk the walk, right? And there were some really intense obstacles like crawling under barbed wire. Good old monkey bars, I'm sure you haven't done these since you were a kid. The bars were so far apart and it was a long trek to finish. And if you fail an obstacle at any point, you have to do a penalty lap. That's the sound of an obstacle complete. I got a tiny camera on my head so I got to capture the madness. Kathleen and I ran as a team, not really worried about time, we just wanted to finish the race. But we were proud of ourselves, this was our best time yet. Kathleen's stamina improved drastically and I accomplished 19 out of the 20 obstacles. You'll see which one I failed at the end.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And look how strong Kathleen is. These boulders are not light whatsoever, but she walked around that flag like a champ. It's not only an endurance race, you really need to have that strength, that stamina, but most importantly, that mobility. This is a bucket carry. These buckets are filled with rocks. We had to walk up a steep hill and back down. Not to mention you also need some great grip strength. These are the Z walls. We're navigating that wall sideways and climbing around corners. And finally, this race will test your upper body strength. These are sled pulls filled with sandbags. Kathleen is doing one sandbag and I'm gonna do two. And this one is even harder. We're gonna do it vertically. Yeah, this one was not easy. And I'm really proud of Kathleen for conquering her fear of heights. We had a couple obstacles where we had to climb up these nets that were pretty high up there. Just one word of advice, don't look down. And finally, the rope climb is probably the hardest obstacle, and I failed a few times in the past. But not this year, Spartan, not this year. I got it. I feel blessed to still be able to do this. I'm still young, I'm turning 40 in a year and a half. It really wasn't easy, and I was so impressed seeing people of all ages, some in their 50s and 60s, and we hope to keep doing this as husband and wife for as long as possible. Oh, and as promised, here's my failed challenge. Yeah, horrible aim.